Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Edna and Harvey, the Breakout. And when last we left off with nobody else here, Edna now owns the speakeasy. It's hers to run as she wishes. Hey you. Yes you, we're talking to you. Do you have ID for that stinky drink? Because if you don't, Harvey will show you to the door and throw you through it. What's that? You thought I meant to say out the door? No! Through the door. Harvey doesn't care if it's open or not. Speaking of the speakeasy, we managed to get a drink from here. The Stinkydrink. Something that I'm very reluctant to drink. But something I know we're going to have to drink. It's just horrible enough that that's an inevitability. But before I do so, there's a number of things I want to do with it. Because this item is going to be very short-lived in our inventory, I want to try using it on the ashtray and on that shelf of board games. And while I'm at it, I also want to use the barkeeper's signature absolutely everywhere that I can. Because I imagine I'm going to be able to doodle everywhere all over again. Did we sign anything anywhere? Yes, we did! XXX on top of the shelving. Marvellous. Let's go back here and sign the lounge table. Or the chair. It's probably going to be the chair. There's a nice space there, waiting for some doodling. Excellent. The mayhem continues. And speaking of mayhem, there's a chair here. It needs more doodling. Brilliant. Can we use the signature on the ashtray?
I can't scribble on that.
It was worth a try. I bet we can use the stinky drink on it, though.
I know! Cover your nose, Edna. This could get a little...
Give it up, buddy. This ashtray has no other function than stubbing out cigarettes in it.
I'll find one. I'll find a different function. Okay, I probably won't, but I'm going to try the shovel. Maybe the shovel is the key to solving the ashtray's mysteries.
I know! We'll dig a deep hole where we can put the ashtray and...
Give it up, buddy. This ashtray has no other function than stubbing out cigarettes in it.
When we get more items, ashtray, we'll be back. We'll try and figure out what your purpose is. There's got to be one. I don't think there's anything more we can do here. We're going to leave this light on because this light required a puzzle to be solved so that we could keep it on. That's probably one of the lights we need for the bladder puzzle. Let's go through here and use the doodling right here. Marvellous. 1x for each of the logs. They look like logs, they're probably not logs. They're probably tubes of some sort of paper. But I'm just going to call them logs. Can we doodle on the paper? We can! And there are the X's. They're really small, but they're there. Now, can we doodle here?
Look, Harvey,
Quick, Mom!
We've already had that, so we can't do anything new. But I bet we can offer you a shovel.
Do you need a spoon?
If that's supposed to be a jibe in respect to my ears, I don't get it at all.
No, I was genuinely trying to offer you a spoon that also happens to be a shovel. As a means of apology, have a stinky drink. This is really not an apology.
Are you thirsty?
Very much so. I can't have the drinks that the barkeeper mixes, however. They are 50% insecticide.
Well, if you ever needed any more confirmation as to why you shouldn't be drinking the stinky drink, there it is. And while we're out here, I'm going to, by the way, doodle on the plant, because the plant is here and it needs doodling on. Excellent. I'm going to, check on how Peter and Petra are doing. Peter doesn't seem too comfortable in that situation. Petra's overjoyed. Let's have a look at them.
How cute! I'm a real matchmaker, aren't I? How happy they look.
How happy one of them looks.
I'd rather not disturb them. I'm sure they want to be left alone.
Note that the ambience of the room has changed. These lights are on, this light is off. I wonder what happens if I use this light now.
I'd rather not. I don't want to spoil the romantic mood.
Why not? Spoiling is always fun!
Oh, shut up, Harvey. You don't know anything about these things.
So we can't do anything with this light switch anymore, eliminating this room as a possibility for the bladder puzzle. We'll leave those two to enjoy Peter's birthday. It's best not to think about the fact that they're sitting in the urinals. We can also use the signature right here. Or can we? Let's try again. There we go, 3 X's. We can also use it in here, and I doubt the ticket inspector is going to accept the Stinkydrink as payment, but I'll give it a go.
What's that supposed to be?
My ticket for the laundry lift?
But it's not.
It was worth a try. Hey, person that's terrified, would you like a Stinkydrink? No, you wouldn't. What about a shovel?
Hey!
Not surprised. You guys don't mind if I just doodle on this poster some more, right? No?
The laundry lift must be kept in clean condition at all times.
Marvelous. Let's go now and find out what board games are associated with the Stinkydrink and the shovel. I shudder to think what the Stinkydrink game is. Let's find out.
There's another game here. Smellopoly.
I'm not surprised it had something to do with smell.
There's another game here. Boneyard Bonnies.
I'm also not surprised that that one has something to do with digging. Now let's doodle on the sofa. Marvelous. That is both Dr. Marcel's and the barkeep's now. Have fun fighting over who actually owns it. They're not actually going to fight over that. We can also further change this sign, because we need to. Excellent. All the little things that you can do, slowly making this whole building even more chaotic. I thought the X's would go over here, but no, they're being placed over here. And I believe we can doodle on this as well. That we can! And we can doodle on this too. Brilliant. There are only a few more things that we can doodle on here. I don't think there's anything we can doodle on in this corridor, but we can draw on some of the things in the professor's room. We should probably offer the professor the Stinkydrink. He might want it.
No, thank you. I prefer to drink standing up.
Now, I accidentally clicked on the armchair there. Didn't want to do that. Let's click on the professor.
Would you like a taste of my stinky drink?
Ew, no. The last time I had such a drink, I found a deodorizer at the bottom of the glass. My oral flora hasn't fully recovered to this day. On the other hand, I've had a thriving oral fauna ever since.
Come on, it can't be that bad.
Actually, it makes me want to howl at the moon. I hardly get any sleep.
So you found an item at the bottom of your Stinkydrink. Do you want a shovel?
Do you want this shovel?
Ha! Excavations are obsolete. The magic word of the day is genetic re-engineering.
But those are 2 magic words.
Ah, well, the magic word for tomorrow will be no one likes nitpickers.
And the day after, will it be Barbados? I've always wanted the magic word to be Barbados. Let's doodle right here. And also on this chair. And also on this plant. I should probably show everyone the Stinkydrink. If the professor has a unique interaction for it, everyone else should. They are all probably going to say no to it though.
Hey, Bruce. I've got something here that'll cheer you up.
Leave me alone.
No surprise there that Bruce doesn't want it. Bruce doesn't really want anything that we have to offer. And I imagine Alaman is going to say the same thing about not really drinking things.
Do you want my stinky drink?
Ah, yes. The cocktail specialty of the barkeeper. That's another reason why I exclusively feed on cosmic radiation.
I don't blame you there. This drink doesn't exactly look savoury. Would you like to swap the shovel for the coat hanger?
I don't hit old men. Unless they try some funny stuff on me.
No trade there. Droggle Jug, do you want a drink?
I'd better not show that to him. I don't want him thinking poorly of me.
Fair enough. What about the shovel/spoon?
I could never harm him.
Fair enough. I think we've done everything that we can here. It's time to do the thing that we really don't want to do. And that is... drink the stinky drink. Because it's going to happen eventually, we might as well do it. Use stinky drink. Oh! We can't just use the stinky drink by using it. I bet we have to use it with the straw, don't we? That's why the straw is here, to make sure that you don't accidentally consume it by just using it. They wanted you to get all the examine text first before you take the plunge. Well, it's been fun, folks, but I'm pretty sure this is going to finish Edna off. After all, this stuff is 50% insecticide. Use stinky drink with straw.
I must be crazy.
Are you all right? Edna, say something.
The natives have surrounded the fort, Colonel.
Phew, thank God. Everything back to normal. How is the drink?
So.
Well, at least you finished it.
Yes, I had to destroy it. Something as diabolical as this stinky drink should not roam free in the world. Besides, I didn't finish it completely. I left the fly.
We got a fly? We didn't just get a fly, we have a cocktail glass as well. One inventory item has become 2, and now we only have 6 empty inventory slots. We are really running out of space. But these 2 items mean that we have 2 more things to use in our inventory, and no more stinky drink to drink. I'm relieved about that. I'm also relieved that we didn't perish doing so. First, let's look at the fly.
This fly is already on the other side.
That it is. Rest well, fly.
Hello, little friend. How's things on the other side?
Not surprisingly, the fly doesn't say anything to that.
Harvey doesn't wear pants, so it couldn't possibly be open.
I see what you did there, game. Very clever. What about the polo mallet?
Swatting the fly with the mallet? Maybe we should change places. What is going on in your head?
Oh, there are many item combinations I'm thinking about, Edna. And I'm not sure you'd be able to grasp all of them if you were sat here and I was there. Then again, if I was there, I'd probably be able to just walk right out, because I'm not you. And that would ruin the game. Let's use the pen on the fly.
There are people who can write their name on a grain of rice. But a grain of rice doesn't fly away all the time.
That it doesn't. If it did, growing rice would be a very different experience. Captain Useless?
Captain Useless always keeps a fly swatter in the glove compartment of the honkmobile.
A handy thing to have, just in case you're attacked by a giant mutant fly.
What exactly is it that you're doing there, Harvey?
I'm trying to attach bigger wings to our insectoid fellow traveler. If this works out, it'll be as fast as a jet plane.
If it works out, Harvey. If it works out.
That is a pretty big if. It was capitalized, that's how big it is. What about the mustard? You must be hungry.
You can eat mustard with virtually anything. Fly with mustard. Yum.
Yum isn't the word that I'd use to describe that.
You can eat ketchup with virtually anything. Fly with ketchup. Yum.
Again, not the word I'd use.
Obviously, a crime has taken place here.
That's right. Roadblocks on all roads of the microcosm.
It is a crime that we must decipher. And now, fly with cornflakes.
No, there are already enough of them in there. That's what happens if you leave the box open in the cupboard.
Ugh. We've been eating that all the way through the game. Cup with fly.
That would be an undignified burial site. It should be bedded in a casket of amber.
Hint, hint, eh? That was not so subtle. In a casket of amber. And if a fly was in the amber, it would look an awful lot like the thing that the professor wants us to get him. And maybe we could trade that for the laundry ticket. All we need is something amber-like.
This is how the waiter joke originally began.
Nip it in the bud.
I doubt the waiter joke had Stinkydrink in it, to be fair. Old key?
My biological expertise tells me that flies don't have hidden compartments.
What if they're just really, really small?
I'm on my way to freedom now. I don't have to eat insects anymore.
How many insects did you eat, Edna? Wait, don't answer that question.
I'm not dissecting insects without an assisting surgeon.
Can I be the assisting surgeon? Oh, please, please, please!
No, Harvey, you can't. But you can make the sound of the ECG.
Yippee!
I imagine Harvey does that anyway periodically. What about the cocktail menu?
Strange. It wasn't on the menu. That is, wait, there it is. I should break my habit of reading the small print.
You learn so many things when you read the small print, like all the deals that you really shouldn't take because they're actually rubbish.
They're usually quite easy to care for. You just have to clip the wings every now and then.
This fly is especially easy to take care of because it's dead.
All attempts at therapy came too late for the fly.
Far, far too late.
This murder doesn't bear the handwriting of Dr. Marcel for a change.
Not surprising, really, considering where we found the fly. Can we use the fly on Harvey 1 toenails?
Dead fly and toenails.
Makes you appreciate life's little pleasures.
We can, which means we could probably use every item on Harvey 1 toenails. We'll do that in a moment, once we have a look at straw with fly.
If I think about how easily this could have happened.
Why, indeed. Barkeeper signature?
This murder bears the handwriting of the barkeeper.
Specifically, the Stinkydrink. And you don't know what to do with that item combination. Fair enough.
I should notify its relatives sometime.
Sometime, if we can actually get their number.
It doesn't look like it's hungry.
Not surprising, it's never going to be hungry. Ever again. And you don't know what to do there either.
It doesn't look like it's hungry.
I doubt the fly was going to eat that.
No. Obviously, it's already spent far too much time in there.
That it has. Speaking of the cocktail glass, let's have a look at it.
This glass reminds me of the worst 10 seconds of my life. As far as I can remember, of course.
10 seconds? Ugh, that's about 9.999996 seconds too long, in my opinion. Can we talk to what's left of a Stinkydrink?
Echo.
Too bad-o.
Why-oh.
Closed on Monday-o.
Not what I was expecting to happen. Well played, game. Harvey?
Let's raise a toast to freedom, Harvey.
Yippee! Raising toasts is one of my favorite pastimes. Right after raising hell.
You have lots of favorite pastimes, don't you, Harvey? And one day, we'll celebrate them all. Probably not the raising hell one, though.
I don't want to destroy it.
Why not? It's utterly useless.
You're right.
Have I got rid... Oh, it's gone! It's gone! I've actually got rid of the glass. No more do we have the glass, everyone. It is a non-item. We'll have to get that glass back. Thankfully, Harvey is able to warp space and time in such a way that we can undo that action and get the cocktail glass back. I'm so used to having only the paper cup be the item that's constantly disposed of that I didn't think that the cocktail glass would follow the same rules. I'm gonna have to be quite careful with that. Let's use the ballpoint pen with it, and hope that we don't somehow manage to smash the glass with a pen.
Speech! Speech! Run as fast as you can!
Probably a good idea considering the speech is likely to be about the Stinkydrink.
Captain Useless can scream in the ultrasound range without breaking any glasses.
Now that is quite a superpower.
The Stinkydrink has ruined the glass for all time. It will never be clean again, even if I had something better for polishing than these pot holders.
Never again will this glass not taste slightly of Stinkydrink.
I prefer drinking my mustard directly from the bottle.
Sensible plan, especially when the Stinkydrink is involved.
I prefer drinking my ketchup directly out of the bottle.
Let's see if we can find any evidence of the crime left in the glass.
This is a case for the hazardous waste regulations.
Makes sense. Can we use this with the cornflakes?
Food should be kept as far away from this glass as possible. It tends to turn into the complete opposite otherwise.
Makes sense, again, considering Stinkydrink.
The gold is exactly where it should be. All I have to do is cool it down.
If there's a reference there, I don't get it.
I don't have to help along here. The dirty dishes will pile up all by themselves eventually.
That is the magic of dirty dishes.
Speech! Speech!
Dear guests, I am very pleased that you have come here in such large numbers. To celebrate with me the demise of Dr. Horatio Marcel, we'll kick off the festivities with a conga line. Later in the evening, there's to be a sack race and the auctioning off of the body parts.
Bravo!
Thank you. I had to practice a while.
Hopefully not too long. Let's see what happens if we use this with the fork. I imagine there's going to be more dinging.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Tonight, we have a genius amongst us. Please give a big round of applause for Harvey!
Thank you, Miss Edna. Are you ready?
Yeah!
I said, are you ready? So why don't you get us out of here?
Edna and Harvey the Breakout is performed in front of a live audience. For some reason. They just haven't found anything funny up until now. Apparently.
Speech! Speech!
Dear guests, I am very pleased that you to celebrate later.
Bravo!
Thank
We've already had that one. I was half expecting a different interaction with the knife. So far, the dinging thing has been pretty consistent with getting new stuff.
It doesn't say anything about a refund here.
To be fair, we didn't pay anything. Except for potentially with our life if the Stinkydrink finished us off.
These aren't diamond-edged scissors.
That they aren't. No destroying them with the picking shears.
I wonder if they have cocktails and group therapy.
I think you're
What?
We've already had that one. What about the signature?
I can't write on glass.
You're just not trying hard enough, Edna.
This drink had the handwriting of the barkeeper all over it.
That it does. What about using this with the straw?
Don't remind me of the Stinkydrink.
I thought you wanted to remember everything.
Everything that's good, yes.
I'm afraid good and bad can't be separated all the time.
I have this pair of pinking shears.
And unfortunately, Stinkydrink can be separated from nothing.
This drink had the handwriting of the barkeeper all over it.
That it does. What about trying to combine this with the coffee?
There are some things that you simply do not do. Serving coffee in a glass is one of them.
Some people may enjoy it in a glass.
The phone is broken. With the glass, I can at least eavesdrop on my neighbor.
That you can, though considering all the doors that we've encountered so far, you can pretty much just walk into wherever you like and speak to them anyway.
Food should be kept as far away from this.
We've had that one. What about this with the fly?
No. Obviously, it's already spent far too much time in there.
And finally, this with the toenail?
A must-have for any cocktail party. Snacks.
and this with the shovel.
Whoopsie daisy. I guess the speech is cancelled.
That it is, because we've managed to break it. And when we come back, folks, Harvey will again manage to reverse time and get us that glass back. Unlike the drinking cup, we don't have an unlimited source of cocktail glasses. It's not like we can ask the barkeep for any more stinky drink, and it's certainly not like we're actually going to drink more stinky drink. And when we come back, we will offer B-Man the coffee. Hopefully he likes it, and hopefully we get those crayons as a reward. Even though the game has been pointing towards us getting something completely different, I still want those crayons. The game's gonna deny me, isn't it? Oh, cruel, fickle game that you are, and yet so awesome. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.